First of all, before anyone says anything, I understand that we we have reflective surfaces since forever. Okay, I understand that there's like the reflected your reflection in the water, and like there are some glass that like before mirrors even invented. I don't care. Okay, um, we were 100% never. We 100% were never supposed to see our faces as much as we do now. Okay, I do not think that with everything now and like with the cameras that face you, we were not supposed to be seeing our faces this much. I think that seeing yourself this often in every single setting should not be allowed. Okay. And I'm not saying this because I'm insecure and I don't like how I look. Okay. I'm saying this because there are people who are so vain now that like okay, I'm not calling those people that those aren't bad people, right? Like, people who are vain are not bad people. And I'm not saying that looking at yourself makes you vain, but I'm saying that we were not supposed to be seeing our faces this much because we become obsessed with how we look all the time now. And it's honestly horrible to see because honestly, when I see myself in the mirror, I hate looking at myself in the mirror because I'm like, dude, I'm not supposed to be seeing myself this much. Like there is no reason I should be looking in the mirror while washing my hands at work. There's no reason for me to be doing that. And it's good for you to be like, okay, let me check how I look to make sure I look okay. But I just think that the mirrors are just too much. There's just too much mirrors, and I think that we shouldn't be having this many mirrors in our life. Um, I think that it might be harmful for people, and I think that we shouldn't be looking at ourselves this much. That's all I'm saying. And honestly, reflective surfaces they should not be allowed. They shouldn't be allowed. Okay, I think that whatever you're doing, and you shouldn't have to be looking at yourself 24/7. And I'm not saying that you are looking at yourself 24/7, but I think that most people are looking at themselves 24/7, and I think that that might be harmful. Um, I think that in the third person, you were never supposed to be seeing yourself. I think you were mostly supposed to be viewed by someone else, and that's not saying that like, oh, you should be giving yourself to someone else. I think that half the time that we're together with other people, I think that that should be one of the crucial times that you should be not looking in the mirror and not looking at reflective surfaces. I don't know if this makes any sense, but and on top of that, why are they everywhere? Why do the windows reflect everything, and why does the water reflect things? It has to do with light. I know that, but like, why is there so much of it? I don't think that there should be any of it. Okay, let me tell you that much. I think that mirrors should be banned, and front facing cameras should also be banned. Um, I think actually, let me back up. Pictures are really good. Okay, I think it's really fun to take photos, and I think that it's really fun to take photos of yourself and like other people. And we've been taking photos for forever, so I think it's okay. But I just think that there's so many reflective surfaces that it's kind of scary. It's actually kind of scary. I think it is a very scary thing that we basically have this gateway into our world in this basically unexplored part of this world that like we just have no idea. I know that doesn't make any sense, but it makes sense to me. Whatever. Um, there's the reflection. There is two separate worlds simultaneously at the same time as ours. It's our world, and then there's the mirror world. The mirror world is unexplored, but we know what it looks like. But we don't know everything because there's gaps. You know when you walk by a window and you keep walking and there's like these bars in between each window? Those are the gateways that we just can't see. And I think that like that's scary in and of itself. That should not be allowed. Okay? This is why I don't think that mirrors are a good thing because they're literally gateways into another universe. And half of the universe we can't even see. And there's like this other version of you that like does every single thing that you do. in the exactly the right way, also probably thinking, hey, this version of me is also doing the same exact thing that I'm doing, but we are just doing it at the same time. Does that make any sense? I don't even know how to explain it. It's like when you see yourself in the mirror and you're looking at yourself, that is another version of yourself. And at any moment, you can be swapped. You can be swapped between yourself and the other person. And you would never, ever know because it's the mirror realm, okay? And you don't know the difference. You would never know the difference. But you would feel this sense of like, I do not belong here. There's this part of me that's missing. And it's because you left your world and you're in this other world now. Why are we allowing this to happen? Because this could happen to anybody at any time and you would never, ever know. You would never know. You can put your finger up against the glass of a mirror and there's still this gap between it. There's still a gap between you and this other person. And you would just never, ever know that you've been swapped. Why does nobody else care about this? Why is nobody else concerned about this? Why do we all just casually accept the fact that, okay, there's a mirror and I'm seeing myself, but this is not actually my, like, are you guys not paranoid about being swapped all the time? Like, this should genuinely not be allowed. Like, I don't know, reflecting surfaces should be less sparse. They should just be less sparse, okay? I don't understand the appeal of having mirrors or like water so clear that reflects the sun onto you, or windows that you can not see into but people can see you. Like, why do we have that? Okay, just put up a wall if you don't want people to see you. There are gateways into this other universe that we are just casually letting be in our world, and we don't care about it. Why is this allowed? And why isn't anyone like concerned about this? Because every single person I talk to, they're like, oh, it's just a mirror, or oh, I have mirrors in my room. Why? Why are you allowing this to happen? And I'm saying this out of concern for these people because they don't even care about the they don't even care. But it's not that they don't care. It's like when I tell them, they think it's silly, or they think it's funny, or they think it's like me just rambling. There are gateways into universes that you are willingly putting yourselves into. Why do you want to leave your universe? You should not have. Okay, it's cool to explore, right? It's cool to be like, okay, let me see what's here. But you are never coming back once you leave. You never come back. Ever. You're stuck there and you don't even know it. I could be talking to you right now, and I could be from a different universe. Or it could be vice versa. Okay? Like, I'm not even supposed to be talking to you right now, but I'm still doing it because you're in the wrong universe. But then again, in the mirror realm, everything is mirrored. It's just the same thing but backwards. So technically, I would be still talking to you, but it would be a different me. And I don't think that I was supposed to be talking to you in the first place. And that's why I'm thinking, like, dude, I was swapped. I had a mirror in my room when I was a kid, and I swapped. And I never, ever went back. Okay? That is the scariest thing in the whole universe. I don't actually belong here. It is actually the scariest thing. Okay? Why did I have a mirror when I was little? Because that's just where it was. It was just there. And I didn't really think of it back then. I didn't think that, oh, I'm not supposed to be here. Or not even that, because I was in my original universe. I think that I was supposed to be switched. That was probably fate. And it sucks because I don't actually belong here. It's so weird and disorienting, and I hate it. But that's just what it is for the rest of my life now, because I did that. I had a mirror in my room when I was a kid. And honestly, I've gotten used to it, but other people, like, I'm trying to warn people and they don't even care. It's like Genuinely. I'm doing this out of the concern of my heart because I have done this before. I feel like, okay, I don't know for sure that I have, right? Because I would never know. But then why do I feel this disconnect from everyone else? This like we are universes apart type of thing. And I don't really care about fitting in. I've never cared about being like everybody else. And I've never had even the slightest urge to be like, I need to be like other people. I've known I'm different for a long, long time. And like, I've never had a feeling of I need to try to fit in with other people. But it would be nice, right? It would be really, really nice. And I'm not going to go out of my way to change anything about myself. I'm not going to go out of my way to make myself more likable or less awkward or whatever is wrong with me, right? But it would be nice. I mean, wouldn't it be nice to just fit in? Wouldn't that be nice? And you don't have to worry about anything ever. I feel like if you fit in, you don't have to worry about anything at all. You just have to live your life, and you can do that without worry about anything at all. And I think that's fantastic. But I'm not like that. And there's a lot of people out there who are not like that either. And I think that's totally fine. But anyways, I've never felt this urge to be like everybody else, but it like I said it would be nice. Um there's so many things out there that I don't understand yet, and I would love to understand everything. But it's just not in the books for me. That's just it's just not it's just not for me. And I think I'm okay with not understanding everything. I'm okay with why is my nose plugged? And whenever I talk too much, my nose gets plugged. I don't know what that is, but I hate it. Whatever. Um, but I'm thinking, like, what if that's the reason that I don't feel like I belong? Is because I got swapped. You know how much that would suck? Do you know how embarrassing that is? Not even embarrassing. I don't care about being embarrassed, okay? I feel like I do embarrassing things on the daily all the time, and I don't feel embarrassed. Um, but, like, just imagine this whole time you were like, dude, there's something fundamentally wrong with me. And it turns out you just weren't feeling right because you weren't in the right universe. I think that's the case with me. There's no proof, right? I can't prove myself. You just have to take my word for it. And I assume that you're going to take my word for it, right? Because this is my channel. I can do whatever I want, right? Um, but maybe the whole reason why there's something so fundamentally different about me. And there's like I'm missing something deep in my soul that is as unfixable. Maybe that's why. Because this whole time I've been in the wrong universe. And that's just a scary, scary thought. Because if I'm not in the right universe, then what is my other self feeling right now? Are they also feeling equally, equally, I don't know, equally wrong? Like, could I switch back for fun? Because I don't even think I would do that anymore. Um, I'm already used to it here. When I switch back, would it be any different? Because I'm so used to being here. Like, does that make any sense? I don't really care about making sense. I just want to get my thoughts out there. Um, I never cared for fitting in. I never cared for doing what other people thought was fun. I never cared to even make friends or make any lasting relationships with other people. Um, I just let them come to me, and if they did, I would take it. And if they didn't come to me, I never felt this need to actually have anything. The only thing I felt I wanted, let me think. The only thing I felt I really wanted was probably a cat. You can't go wrong with a cat, ever. and I feel like they just adapt to whoever you are as a person. I love cats, and even if I was swapped and my other universe self had the same cat, I'd try and take my cat with me. I think I would take my cat with me. And if I couldn't, then I probably wouldn't go. I probably wouldn't go. Um, if I had the chance to go back to my original universe, and they were like, they as in, I don't know, myself was like, hey, you can't take your cat with you. I probably wouldn't go, even if I had the same mirror cat, because we wouldn't have this like special bond anymore. And I don't think my mirror self would do it either. But I would love to catch my mirror self doing something that I wasn't doing, because I feel like that's what I'm always doing in the mirror. I'm always like, okay, there's this one time I'm gonna catch them doing the wrong thing, the thing that I'm not doing, and it's gonna be crazy because then I'm gonna be proven right, and everyone's gonna agree with me, and that would be great because no one agrees with me, which is fine. I don't care. Okay, I don't even care if the whole world was against me. Okay, as long as I had myself and my cat, and I knew what I knew, I don't care. Okay, it would be nice to be proven right, but that's just not in the books for me. Um, but I don't even know what I was talking about. I really don't. But I don't really know what else to say. I feel like I had a lot to say, but when I look back, it's only 16 minutes of footage, not footage, of audio. Um, what? I don't honestly. I don't really want anyone's opinion on this because everyone's just gonna think. I don't even know what they're gonna think, but I don't really care. Um, but I was thinking like maybe out of the out of the millions of possible universes that there are, could it just be that I'm in the wrong one? Like that is a scary thought, and honestly made me emotional because then this whole time I was here for no reason, and everything I've ever done and everything I've ever will do will kind of amount to nothing because I wasn't really meant to be here. You know, like what is the point if I'm in the wrong universe? But I guess I just have to deal with it. I mean, there's no way for me to go back now, and there's no way ever for me to go back. I know I said before that this was probably a possibility, but it wasn't likely. I think I said something like that. I forgot. But like, I feel like just like thinking about it just makes it more likely that like I'm just in the wrong universe. Maybe everything would be fixed. Everything would be fine if like maybe nothing would be wrong. Oh my god, my nose is so plugged. Oh my god, hang on. And maybe everything wrong in my life and everything that's wrong with me would be fine if I just went back. And I would pray, I would hope that it's exactly the same. Because leaving in and of itself is probably inherently traumatizing. And then returning back to that so many years later would be equally as scary. But maybe thinking like everything wrong in my life and every fundamental thing that's wrong with me. And I keep saying fundamental because I don't want to like because I know that's like a I feel like that's a buzzword now. That there's something quote unquote fundamentally wrong with people. I don't know if I'm just like on the wrong side of TikTok or I'm on the wrong side of the internet, but I feel like I just keep hearing that, but no one really is fully understanding what that actually means. Because what does it mean? I feel like it's unique to everyone who feels like an outcast. And what even is an outcast, right? If everyone feels like they don't belong, that technically means that we all belong in some weird part of the world. But I don't think that my wrong, my quote unquote wrong, is the same as everyone else's wrong. Because I feel like everyone here is supposed to be here, right? I don't think it's that for me. And I'm not saying this because I'm suicidal. I don't think that I'd be better off dead. I'm saying this because I'm not supposed to be. I'm supposed to exist, right? Just not here. I was supposed to exist somewhere else, and I swapped, and I've just got the worst end of the stick here. And I think that I guess I just have to be okay with that forever, for the rest of my life. No amount of medication or like therapy is gonna fix the fact that I don't belong here, as much as that sucks. And a lot of people in my shoes would probably be like, okay, then what's the point? I, I don't know. There's still a lot of things to do with the universe. Um, I mean, if it's a mirror universe, then, excuse me, if it's a mirror universe, it has to be the same. I mean, it has to. There's no other way. I just pray that it's the same because then hopefully I wouldn't be missing out on too much. Because, like, what if behind closed doors it's secretly super interesting? And here, my life is so boring, maybe, compared to that. Uh, but I don't really know what the point is. I guess I'm just existing to purely exist. I know that some people exist to spite the fact that they shouldn't be existing, or some people exist because they feel like they have to. Some people exist because that's what they believe that God willed them to do. And I can get behind it. You know, if you have a reason for existing and you feel like this is your right to exist, there's nothing against. I have nothing against that, and I don't even have things against people who think that they shouldn't be existing. I just think that I exist in the wrong spot, which really sucks, and it makes me really emotional, and it makes me really sad. And honestly, it ruins my life. But honestly, I'm gonna keep on going. I'm gonna keep on trying because despite it all, I'm still here, right? Despite everything that anyone's ever done to me, and despite the things that I feel like life throws at me, and despite everything that's wrong with me, I'm still here. And I feel like that can be said for anyone, even if you don't feel like something's wrong with you. I feel like at some point you might feel like that. But ultimately, like, your existence is not a mistake. You might be wrong in your existence, as in you might be swapped, or you might be, I don't know, maybe I think you might exist out of a pure accident. But I don't think that's any excuse to be like, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't be living at all. As it feels like that sometimes. It really does. And it's honestly, stuff like that really ruins my mood, my life. I feel like it ruins a lot. Like, I shouldn't say my life like that, like casually, but ideations like that will constantly be like in my head. And it kind of ruins my perception of life because, like, it's so easy to say that. It's so easy to be like, okay, I don't belong here. Okay, I don't, like, I shouldn't exist, right? It's so easy to say that. I feel like it's even harder to be like, I exist for a reason. I feel like it's so hard to say that with a straight face, with like nothing like holding you back, I guess. Saying that and meaning it wholeheartedly is so hard. And I don't even think I'm fully ready to say that yet. but I think I'll get there in due time. It's been 20 years. I don't know how long I've been in the wrong universe. Uh, I don't know how long it's gonna be. I'd hope I'd still exist for another like 60 years. Is that saying too much? If I'm 20 right now, and in 60 years I'll be 80. I think that's fine. Maybe 70. I don't really care. Uh, but it's hard to say that. It really is, and I'm getting there. I want to be able to say that, and I want to mean it wholeheartedly. I'm just not there yet. I'm not ready to say that. And I think that's okay. You don't have to be ready to do anything at all. I think you could take as much time as you want. Like I don't think like as long as you're in the correct mindset, I think it's okay to say you're not ready. But you will be. You can be ready for anything at all. And you could be ready. You could be not ready for 100 billion years. But as long as you say that you're going to be ready soon, I think it's okay. Um, Moral of the story: I have no idea where I was going with this video. I just really wanted to get my thoughts out there because I don't want to say but struggling. I keep feeling this way, and I have a YouTube channel. There are some people who want to hear me talk, and I think that's awesome. Thank you so much because I really appreciate that because I want to be listened to. Um, yeah, that's it. Honestly, um, let me know what you guys think. Actually, I'd be curious to know what's going on in your guys' head, right? Like what's going on. But yeah, I think I'm done. I am gonna live my life, and I'm gonna do it as perfect as I can because that is the only way for me to feel the right way that I want to. Yeah, that's it. And the 30-ish minute mark. Um, my nose is plugged. I'm kind of emotional. My cat's sleeping right next to me, and I think that's okay. I just got her some treats, so I gotta retrain her again because I used to be able to ask her to come here, and she would come, but now she doesn't do that anymore. So I gotta retrain her. She's 2 years old, uh, and I hope that she lives for another 16 years under my care. Uh, I think I'll make it that far. I think anyone can make it that far, honestly, if you try your best and do as much as you can. Um, yeah, I'm done. I'm done, I think. Subscribe, like, and if you have any suggestions for any videos, let me know because I'm low key. I don't really know what to do. But yeah, let me know. Bye.